Sean Dyche won his first game against Porto of all people 2-0. And Nottingham Forest fans are happy for that result. But let's see if he will going to continue. Remember, Angie was sacked last week after he coached about 7 to 8 games and he didn't even win one of those games. First game for Sean Dyche and he has won his first game in the Europa League against FC Porto. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Volt Sports on Volt 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin. Today, we are going to talk about Europa League, Conference League, the Npfl too, because there are games in the Npfl this weekend and probably other games in top 5 leagues. Good morning, also. How are you?
Good morning. Exciting week of football. You know, Champions League gave us flurry of goals everywhere. Europa League, not so much, but it was okay. Well, it was an okay night. Conference League, nobody really cares.
Nobody cares. Now Chelsea make us talk about Conference League last season.
Nobody really cares about Conference League. But today, I want to paint the town white.
Don't jinx yourself.
I want to take the town white.
Don't jinx yourself. Relegation ain't coming.
Good morning, John.
So, now they wish me
Good
relegation
morning,
for this
Godwin. Good morning, football listeners and super sports fans and football maniacs out there. Welcome to another exciting weekend of football, Premier League football. You know, and West Ham will lose today. Simple.
Okay,
I will shock you people.
We're going to talk about that.
I will shock you people with my full chest.
Leeds and West Ham are playing a game today in the Premier League, the first game of the match day 9. But let's see if they are going to relegate, because West Ham is in a difficult situation now, even though they have a new coach.
We've been there before, don't
they have a
worry.
new coach, but maybe they will survive this particular one and survive this league. Okay, let's continue with the Europa League. Before that, remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Both FM Sports. And Celtic beat Stoneglash 2-1. Ihana just started in that game. And Nigerian brothers played for Stoneglash too. I think you see the record in this game. Celtic won that game 2-1. Nottingham Forest beat Porto 2-0. Fantastic game for Nottingham Forest. Sean Dyche is now their new coach. Let's see if he's going to survive. Roma lost at home to Victoria Pleasant. All the bad result for Roma. Okay, for Aston Villa lost away to Go Ahead Eagles in that game. I was thinking, Emery is a master of the Europa League, but somehow he lost that game. But let's see, like against Real Betis played a 0-0 draw. Brian played 3-0 against Rangers. Rangers have been strong. I don't even know what's wrong with Rangers these days.
You're relegating.
I don't know what.
My joy is that what's his name now? Gerrard didn't go back.
Yeah, okay. Salzburg lost at home to Ferencváros. Fenerbahce won 1-0 to Stuttgart. So Lyon beat Basel 2-0. Okay, FCSB lost at home to Bologna. FCSB is Bucharesti. They used to answer Bucharesti. So Celta Vigo beat Nice 2-1. So fantastic result everywhere. Puak went away to Lille to beat them 4-0. Malmo and Dynamo Zagreb 1-1. Feyenoord beat Panathinaikos 3-1. Young Boys beat Ludogorets 3-2. So fantastic results everywhere. But let's start with the Aston Villa game. Aston Villa lost away to yesterday we said that Emery is the master of the Europa League, but they went away to lose this one 2-1.
Yeah, I think for the first time Emery is trying to balance a new team that isn't quite where it needs to be. I feel like in the summer they were depleted in some sense, even though they kept their best player in the summer. But it's not still an excuse for Emery not winning this one in this competition, because Go Ahead Eagle totally soak them out of the ball. They totally soak them out of the possession. And then secondly, they got the goal, which is the most important thing. So for me, like, Emery needs to go back. Like, I know that Crystal Palace manager Unai Emery, they both need to go back and go look at themselves in the mirror and look at their team, because on the night the performance was not there for me.
No, so that game, Aston Villa, it was a surprise. They scored first in that game. I was okay. When they scored, I was seeing that game. When they scored first, I was saying, okay. And they had more possession, more shot, everything. I was thinking they were good, but somehow they dropped their head and they considered 2 goals.
You
from
win
3 shots.
some, you lose some. It's just what football is. You cannot win every game. If you're on your way to titles, you cannot win every game. Sometimes you draw some. I remember the time we were saying invisible. They reach final, they lose. Bayer Leverkusen. In no competition, they were not losing games. They reach final, they lost. Europa League. So you win some, you lose some. You go back, because it's when you lose, you look at your mistakes. Because in case you meet a bigger team, how are you going to handle those flaws? So in this one, I think it was let's say jet lag. I'll give them jet lag because you see that they had more of the possession, they had more of they had high intensity play for them, but again they were open to counter attack.
I'm not buying the jet lag story.
Open, they were also. They are not giving to buy. I'm not giving to buy.
I'm not buying the jet lag story. What are you telling me?
It's an excuse
for England to hold up, not be like 20 minutes.
What are we saying, man? What are we saying?
It don't concern you. If it be jet lag, you don't know whether the boys they don't play on Sunday.
I think it's generally football is just like that.
You win some, you lose some.
If you look at the statistics in this game, Aston Villa had 15 shots in total. 7 of them were on target and they scored only 1. Had 65% possession and 454 passes. Just go ahead, Eagle just had 3 shots on target and they scored 2 of them.
Pass choke.
Pass 190 passes.
It's not about the number of possession, and it's not also about the number of passes. Because if you go look at some statistics breakdown, you will see that most of those passes were backwards, so they don't really translate. Secondly, holding the ball without the intent of going forward is let me say is inconsequential in the prospect of the game. Holding the ball, not moving forward to advance, not moving forward to attack is inconsequential. But I will tell you that the biggest marker in Aston Villa's decline over the last couple of games now is that kick they don't have coming off the bench. Remember when John Duran was there? If Watkins is not getting on the score sheet, if Watkins is not performing, this guy comes off the bench and creates something for the team. We are seeing it happen for Arsenal. What's his name now? Trossard coming on, Martinelli coming on, creating chances, scoring for the team. Who is doing that for Aston Villa? Secondly, pull up Watkins' stats from last season. Pull up his stats this season. There's a drop-off. So you cannot come here and say jet lag or they are holding position. Sometimes you win some, you do some. Valid points all around, but you have to hold yourself accountable by the performance you put out on the night.
See, we talk about players come on the bench. I know they don't have quality of depth on the bench. Now they don't have quality of depth, but they have players. They brought in some players on loan last season.
Just have players too.
So let's not say
it's not by
you
players.
cannot compare.
It's
You
by
cannot
quality,
compare. You cannot always compare some certain teams and their financial power with one person's standards. Aston Villa standards and Arsenal standards is not the same. Even the Liverpool standard, they lost 4 matches in a row. They had quality of players on the bench. You get so the quality of players because of the standards you're putting it does not mean they have to have that standard. We know Chelsea has a bulk of players like 1,000 players, but even me, if I coach Enugu Rangers, no Chelsea player go make my bench. No, not straight up talk. None of those Chelsea bench. So let's not use that standard as the basic standard of anybody. And let's not use Man City and Arsenal
they have a bench. They have depth of squad depth.
Like I said,
and it must not be $50 million signing or £50 million signing.
It should be
because most of that Aston Villa team were assembled for the cheap. So the most important thing is that there is something that is missing that was not replenished in the summer. QED.
But let's see what happens with Aston Villa. They are still prepared to win this tournament though, because they are one of the strongest in this tournament. But they are one of the strongest, not the strongest though, but I think they are one of the strongest. If you look at the other teams there, I think they should be going very, very well in this game. Okay, let's talk about Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest beat Porto 2-0, 2 penalties from for Gibbs White and Yezu in that team gave them a 2-goal nil. You know, he played the 4-4-3 and I don't know what is the difference, because I was seeing that game. I didn't see. I think they got 2 penalties, but coaching getting your first win as a new coach is always good. It gives you motivation to continue. Unlike Aji that they sacked that couldn't get a win in a couple of games, but good game for them to beat Porto. Porto is not a small team in Europe, even though they are playing the Europa League, but to beat them, I'm not considering a goal. I think it's a good thing for Nottingham Forest. Yes,
good thing for Nottingham Forest. Fairness to them, but it was 2 penalties. QED.
Now 2 penalties.
Yes, it's 2 penalties. QED, please. So we'll talk about team doing well when we start seeing them scoring from open play. But that aside, whenever you come in on before I even go ahead and see what I want to say, the most telling line about Sean Dyche's era is that the man before him, it was Maranakis that made the announcement. Sean Dyche, it was, what's his name now? Edu. And the other guys in head of recruitment that made the announcement. So the difference is that they are selling us the vision that Maranakis wanted Ange. We are the one that recruited Sean Dyche because he has played here before. He's a former player. He's a this. I'm not buying the BS, but that's by the way. you bring somebody in to change your style of play and you don't give the person time. That's a problem. And secondly, managers who come into clubs and look to go down this route need to be brave, because if you can't, because any poor run of games you go into, your job is on the line. Shonda is not coming in to come and change the way they play to make them play more attacking.
Just survive.
He just come in and survive. Simple. He's gotten his 2 point, his two goal win against FC Porto. Of course, the fans are already singing his name in the stand because he's a former Forest player. Yes, we understand that. But on the night, good game from him, good game from the team. Like I would say, he's still 2 penalties. QAD.
What do you say of that game?
It's a struggling Porto, but everybody's struggling. Everybody's struggling at the moment. But again, wonderful game of football. John wanted to skip that part, but let's go back to it. Sangare on the bench. Sangare on the bench. He's a good player, no doubt, but normal midfielder they play before, now he play. B. White, Anderson, and the other guy. Then you look at the bench, you bring in Ryan Yates. When was the last time Ryan Yates played for our man? Though he's been off a couple of times, off injured and all. When was the last time he played? And this was once upon a time the captain of the club. You get Ryan Yates came off the bench. When you're looking to, you get midfielders, not be defender, midfielder if you defend with their life. That's what you call coaching. You look at the players and their ability, and you play them according to strength. They can play a highline attacking football. They can play conservative and hit you on the break. They can also play progressive football, which is carrying the ball from the back and go forward, progressing it gradually till they get to the final third. That was what they did, and they did it beautifully in this game with the attack of Igor Jesus. If you're going to play a 3-man striker, please don't make it at the midfielder where they play attack. Let's play the wingers where they need to be played. Let's play the striker where they need to be played. Let's play the midfielders where they need to be played. Odoi on the right, my guy on the left, Ndoye. Igor Jesus up front. Now, it was not too beautiful.
Yes,
I'll say it
yes,
was not too
it's
beautiful.
not.
But again, that speed for defending against a possession-based football kind of Porto's kind of possession-based football, that speed to send a long pass and Odoi to chase after it is just one thing you need. Or Gibbs White to drag the ball and run through defenders. Those are the only two things you need to break down the defense, and perhaps you got one of the penalties from those kind of run of play, and it was a good one for them all around.
Good game for them. But let's see. I think Sean Dyche is being brought not necessarily for the future. Is to steady the ship.
Yeah.
His job is always to steady the ship, survive, then find another coach and sack him and bring another coach, because obviously he's not really.
I think after this season he's getting 3 years at Nottingham.
I think so, but if he survives, but if he keep picking up points, maybe he still keep keeping points. Like in the Premier League, you need to start picking points.
Godwin, if you are looking at the future, you are not looking at the future with Sean Dyche. QED.
Everybody knows that one now.
Everybody knows it, so let's not come and move.
Everybody knows that, because how many? Well, it depending. He can surprise us this season. He can come to the Premier League, survive, steady the ship next season, and finish top 4.
2 more games at Choya Straight.
Or probably win Europa League this season.
It's possible. And that's why he's still a good side. They can win a couple of games and win the Europa League. And if you win Europa League, Champions League,
and they relegate.
And you play Champions League for the
and oh, wonderful.
Okay, but let's see what happens in that game. Good game for him, Sean Dyche. He won that game. First game for Nottingham Forest. He won that game against Porto, 2-1. Let's talk about Celtic versus Tom Grash. He had actually started, but he was substituted. He didn't score in this game, but good game for them. For Celtic. Celtic has, I don't know what happened in Scottish League. They used to be something, playing in Champions League, but both them and Rangers has fallen from glory like too much. But at least they won this game. Celtic won this game 2-1, and Iheanacho is actually doing well at Celtic.
Yes, Iheanacho is flourishing, he's resurgent, he's doing well. The Scottish League is also doing well. But when you talk about the Scottish, before we talk about the Scottish League now, Iheanacho is doing well. They won their game. He's scoring. You see that he's zest for life. The performances, you see somebody playing football and he's loving his football. Iheanacho right now, fantastic. And I wanted that for him right before his move to City, but let's not go there. Now, when you talk about the decline of the Scottish League in the Champions League football, you have to go back and look at the fact that for the past decade, every bright spark in the Scottish League was exported to the Premier League at some point or the other. Go back from the Giorgio Samaras, go back from the Nakamura, go back all the superstars. They've been a selling league. But coming back to your point, Godwin, it's a tale of two cities, because whenever you see Celtics flourishing and doing well, you see Rangers suffering too. they lost against a Norwegian side in this
Brian.
encounter yesterday. So kudos to Celtic. They've gotten that rhythm fine. Brendan Rodgers, fantastic manager, doing a good job there. Let's move on.
No, I'm interested in Hanacho there. That's no, my
It
own.
is, it
And
is.
our own brother, is he playing for?
No.
He left, yes.
He left already.
Yeah.
He left. I think last summer for one Greek team like that also. But again, the thing is with Scottish League, like we said, it's not about exporting players because in German League we do the same. Almost everybody goes to Bayern Munich. Almost everybody goes elsewhere. Every team in the German League is selling, but they're still competing for places in the Champions League, and they still come to the Champions League and show us that see, no matter say only win league for our side, but we did. For you to beat us, you go guys sweat it out. You sweat it out on the pitch. It's 11 against 11. It's football.
And so when you see the difference is the transfer of managers within timing in the Scottish League as against others.
Now with Scottish League, the problem is you get in the players, you sell them off, you promote new young players. Once promoting you're promoting young players you didn't buy from outside, or perhaps maybe you got some young few players outside the league. Most of those young players, but they're not quality enough. So that's why you see every year you sell one player this year. Before you sell another big name like that, they go reach like 3-4 years.
I think number one, the league, the money
they call it the league.
Money no the league number one. Number two, if they have a rising star, you cannot compare the salary they are going to earn in Scotland and salary going to earn probably in Crystal Palace. They're going to pay them £20,000.
Do you know how many big names have played for Southampton? That came through Southampton. They don't have the finance, they don't have the financial muscle to compete with Chelsea and the rest of them for the league. But those big names, whenever they come, at least they come every year. Most say okay, fine. Of course, they sell every year. Don't say they sell once in 5 years.
The difference now between what you're saying with Southampton and the Celtic League, if you look at the cost of running an academy, it's more profitable for these guys to buy people who are released from academies into their structure, groom them, and look at which club am I going to use now? I think it was Nottingham Forest that they purely buy players that are being released from academies and groom them in their B team. Simple. So whatever works for you, the bottom line is that Scottish League have not yet really found their balance. If you can't recruit or build an academy and groom players, then you have to look at the other way, the smarter way about it, because one way or another. And secondly, if you look at the manager turnover in some of these clubs in the Scottish League, look at Rangers. Now this is going to be either the 4th or 5th manager in the last how many years now. Look at Celtic too, we are seeing it too. Then look at also talent in that area too. A lot of them are moving out of this Scottish League, so it's just finding the balance for me. They haven't found that balance.
I think part of the thing that money no did the league finally. So
Money no
did that league. So if you're a rising star, you just want to go to another club that actually see you, because the world doesn't really watch Scottish League. They watch the Premier League, and so everybody wants to go. Even if it's now Southampton won't go.
And they watch Aberdeen play every week.
Even if now small team won't go for England, everybody will see you better with that.
The world doesn't need to watch Scottish League. The Scottish people watch the league. And then secondly, when they come to Champions League and put in good performance, they will get more attention.
The problem to qualify Champions League is hard for them these days. Okay, but let's see. Okay, Roma lost at home to Victoria Pleasant. That was a surprising result for me, because Roma has been doing well in Serie A, but to lose this game, bad result for Roma.
Yes, bad result for Roma. Like I would say, yes, I was surprised, because you would expect Roma to go out and win these types of games.
At least get a draw.
At least get worst case scenario, get a draw. But they didn't help themselves in this encounter. And like, I'm actually interested to see why you say you're not surprised by this result.
Victoria is a small team now.
Ebelebe.
No, look their record. If you're talking about teams on form, look at Victoria's present record. They're not be small team as well. Roma is doing well in the series, and Victoria is doing well where they came from, and they are not some pushover. So it's going to be like hey, champion versus at the qualify for Champions League. Now it's they be right at the moment. It's they be champions of the league versus at the qualify for Champions League. Now it's they be at the moment, and so I cannot say Roma was. I was thinking okay, probably a draw was okay, but a loss was on the table. A draw was on the table, but a straight up win, because when you talk about win for Roma now, maybe you're talking about a thrashing 2-0, 3-0. It wasn't on the table for them at the moment.
Okay, but let's see. Roma lost that game. I was surprised though that they lost that game yesterday. But let's see what happens if they are going to. They are one of the favorites too. They are one of the favorites. But let's see. Some of these games are panning out, and let's see who is going to qualify for the knockout stages. Okay, let's move on to the the Conference League because of one English team is playing there is Crystal Palace, and they lost at home to Lanaka.
Now then I go tell you, if you know the surprise for this one,
Nanaka
there's
plays
something
for
must be wrong with you.
Cyprus. So I don't know how they lost that game, but they lost that game 1-0. You know, after they are unbeaten run, they have been losing games back to back.
No. After unbeaten, they lost one and came back.
Godwin, this is why I say like there's no need putting stock into unbeaten run, because if you do not do an unbeaten 49, that thing is not necessary. Like, it's not anything to glorify or chant about. How can you say you've been on an unbeaten run and then you go ahead and you're used to a Lanaka? And then secondly, you come back and look at the manager's statement after they lost that, and we needed this loss to come back down to earth. Like, bro, how do you exist, man? That doesn't make sense.
Everybody will find an excuse. It's just normal. Everybody will find an excuse.
Take ownership. Don't find an excuse. We don't want an excuse.
He said we needed this loss to come back to earth.
You don't say.
You know what I mean? That see, you are not superhumans. You are humans. You make errors. You make errors. You are not. Because why would you be your head as a superwoman?
Excuse me. When you are updating us every second,
social media.
Excuse me, no.
Antics.
When you were educating us every second that you're unbeaten, you didn't know that
if
you were not
we come and remind you, the countdown continues.
I'm just asking a question.
And it stopped in 19.
I'm just asking a question.
Okay,
when you were educating us every second that you're unbeaten, even unbeaten, people when they give the only club that has been giving Golden Premier League title, never the update us.
That year, the update us tire. That year, they update us when they win the league. Even Leverkusen, after they win the league, they don't win league. They still update us.
But they don't give Leverkusen golden title.
They don't mean that no one give them.
Golden title for after it was just an honor, not necessarily that it's a normal thing. But
now just this no one give them.
Okay, but Crystal Palace lost that game last Conference League, but they are still the favorite to win it. But let's see if they are going.
I'm still saying it to Florentina is still there.
Let's see if they are going to win it. Okay, let's move on.
Not my favorite.
Let's move on to the Premier League because there's a Premier League game today. Before that, let's go to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Gold FM Sport. Amechi Josh is here. Amechi say, my people, longest time. Amechi, leave us run now.
Amechi, what did we do to you?
You leave us run. You know fair. Amechi, welcome back to the show. Okay, Chinago, welcome to the show. It says Sean Dykes will relegate that club. Imagine sacking Nuno that improved the squad at the club to appoint a relegation specialist.
I'm with you on that, boss.
For still carry Ten Hag. Okay, saying good morning, guys. Okay, he's also saying please forget about Maranaki's. Forget about Maranaki man. He behaves like a spoiled child. Can you really tell from his? You can really tell from his anti-science from the way he runs his club, like someone playing PS5. Okay, Chukwuebuka is here. He's saying, okay, Nottingham Forest last night win was for me a moral booster. This will really stimulate them back to winning streaks. Okay, let's see.
You know that they play for weekend.
Don't worry, I won't see. Which we know the weekend we did.
Okay, but let's see. Chinago, I think I agree with you with the owner of Nottingham Forest. Sometimes you need to allow. That's why it's good to allow people to run your club. You mustn't be the one that is making all the decisions. They are looking at it. You have a certain director like A to D. Allow them to make decisions. Let them screen managers, make decisions, and move the club forward. Simple. But let's see. If you do anyhow. Okay, let's move on to the Premier League because the Premier League game is happening today. The first game today is Leeds United versus West Ham. West Ham is 19th position on the table. They are in a very, very, very difficult situation. If they lose this one today, make it begin they buy their ticket for Division 2 next season.
Just win this one and pack all the money you can make from the remaining home games and see you next summer.
I think every home game this season, I will not be watching every home game this season because I feel like
okay now this one now
I feel like we've disappointed ourselves enough that when we are playing in that East London stadium, they fear me to even cool down watch match. When we are traveling to Ellen Road, it's not a new place for us to go and dominate. It's not a new place for us to go and play football. It's a place for us that we've always gone there and dominated. If you check the number, we're a good side when we go there, and I think we'll continue to be a good side when we go there. Okay, the last time we went there, I think 2 goals from Jared Bowen, 1 goal from Antonio. It will happen again.
I like all these subri way they speak now.
It's going to. I feel tell you say we go win match tomorrow. We'll talk about that. If we lose tomorrow, talk about that. It's not Martin. everybody has the confidence in their club to go and do something for their club. And I've said it before, after the disappointment from Daniel Farke last week, where they lost, I think they lost that game where I said he was going to win. I said he was going to win and he lost. This one, why would he not? Because he did not win that I told him to go and win. He's not decided not to come and win. No, now he should continue losing. Maybe next week he will continue and win.
Okay, your prediction for that game, who wins?
Leeds, so. Leeds United.
It go funny if not so team can relegate for this show.
It go sweet me, eh?
We'll go
Oh
talk
boy, we go banter and straight
We will
up.
talk about championship next season.
We don't go talk about
We will talk about
championship. Like
It's
not going to
sure me-
happen.
If I relegate, it's sure me say we go talk about championship next season. If you don't talk about that, I will come here.
Not
open-
going to
Once you
happen.
tell me, no, so good morning. Now, how are you? I tell you, oh, we're talking about the championship today. West Ham United is playing today in Division 2 of the English Premier League. Show me anyhow you want to put. We'll talk about championship.
Okay, let's see
Next
what
season.
happens. At least is going to play West Ham. West Ham need to start picking up point. If not, they are going to relegate. And I like all the team that was promoted. Sunderland is doing well.
Mm.
Leeds is
Doing
doing
well,
well. Who are the last team? Burnley just picked up point. They're out of the relegation, so hopefully they will survive.
Godwin, the most telling thing about the Premier League last season, I said it that those 3 teams that escaped relegation, we are going to see them circle that drain this time around because the guys that came up are not joking too. So gladly look at the table now. West Ham.
3 teams are relegated.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait,
doing-
no matter what you say, 3 teams are relegated relegation last season. And Nottingham Forest, Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Escape. No, last one for finished.
No, Tottenham Hotspur.
Okay.
Wolverhampton Wanderers, and who else? West Ham did there.
You were in the
No,
you were
I was
you were
not
in
there.
the conversation, man.
I finished above Manchester United.
You were circling the drain, bro.
I
It's
finished
the
above
last.
Manchester United. Go check now.
It's your last.
I think-
I finished above Manchester United.
Excuse me.
Tottenham that was there. actually.
Tottenham Hotspur, Wolverhampton Wanderers, and some other teams. I finished above
But we are not
Manchester
talking
United.
about your finishing. We are
They know
talking
me.
about
I know
you circling relegation zone
I
last
wasn't
season.
there last season.
Okay,
You
let's
were
see.
circling,
I
and
wasn't
now you
there.
are there now.
Okay, let's see. West Ham is start picking up point. If not, they are going to be in big trouble. West Ham is a big club in England, but let's see if they are going to relegate or not. Okay, other games that will happen today. Real Sociedad will play Sevilla. Who wins in that game?
I'm thinking a draw.
No,
A
so-
draw. Sociedad
This
can
is
score.
versus
Sevilla now.
Sevilla, please.
Sociedad can score.
Sevilla.
Okay, in the Serie A, AC Milan will play Pisa in this game. AC Milan is doing well, and I like they are back to glory because a couple of seasons they
They
are
are not yet
struggled.
back to glory, oh.
Come on now.
They are not yet back to glory,
They are
oh.
first in the Serie A.
Okay.
They are first with 16 points. And they
Okay.
are still playing, not like the team they are
Now,
playing.
so
are-
Atalanta
the team are
did last
playing-
season.
The team are playing at rock bottom of the Serie A. They should be
Atalanta
taking
last
three-
season, yes or
3
no?
points.
Atalanta last season were top now.
But I
Yes
think
or
they
no?
are in this conversation at least. For a couple of years now, they are not been in the conversation for the title. That's the point.
All I'm saying is, I'm not in a rush to say that they are back to their glory. They should win something.
It all depends on the man who is at the head of things there. And I think Allegri is one of you are talking about Syria winner. You talk about Conte. The next person you should be the next person that will be on your lips should be my man Allegri. You get me? So they are there. They are in the conversation whether you like it or not. Because I still say it for my full chest. I never trust Kivurish.
Okay, let's see what happened there. Okay, let's go back to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at both FN Sport. And Chinago dropped another comment here. He said it will take more than a miracle for Nuno to improve that West Ham club. The confidence is really low. Watching West Ham is really frustrating. I don't even know what the fans go there to watch. So I think, yeah.
Let me correct that impression. There's no miracles. He's still trying to tinker around the players to start up, tinker players to start.
So he said that it will take miracle for them to improve, for Nuno to improve the club.
There's no miracle. You have a Jeroboam who is on fire.
Bro.
Defense, what you just need to do in defense is Mavropanos, Kiuma.
If I say maybe give me
Nonso-
that coach.
Give me I'm gonna win matches.
See, Godwin, Mavropan and Jeroboam is on fire. Bro, wetin be in GA? You just dey here dey hype player wey no get it. Wetin be in GA? Who be your 9?
Okay, I don't want to dwell.
Wetin you hold
Godwin,
for that
see,
position?
let
You
me-
don't
let
dey
me-
the
let me say
ginger. The
something.
ginger.
Godwin.
Bro, accept your
let me
fate.
tell you, I'm just telling you how it's going to be. If you want to win matches, now, as it stands now, you want to win matches. Wan-Bissaka on right back. Kyle Walker-Peters, who they bring from relegation. You know when they were starting Hermanson, I was complaining about it. Kyle Walker-Peters should go back to the bench. Wan-Bissaka, Mavropanos, Kiulman.
Okay.
Then Diouf. In midfield, In midfield, just play me. No matter what, you just play me Thomas Sunchek, Somare, and Paqueta in front of them. Anybody will play for attack or go they win match.
Okay. Truthfully, I don't want to be dwelling on West Ham. West Ham is not a big club for us to be dwelling on, but
No,
I understand you.
for today now, among all the teams playing today, we are the biggest of them all.
Yeah, not the biggest.
Okay, before we move to the Npfl, as we promised that Npfl we'll be talking about Npfl on Fridays. Before we move over to Npfl, some news in Europe. First is Hendrik. Hendrik might be leaving Real Madrid on loan in January. He have not even started or played any minutes this season. Not from the bench,
not just
not anywhere.
Though. Not just
Hendrik is and he wants to play the World Cup at some point. Yes, at some point. And so Ancelotti,
bro, he has a shot at it.
Ancelotti was playing, and he was playing for the national team every time they, even if it's not starting,
yes.
he was making the score. But he's not playing at all, and he needs to play. At least go to the World Cup. Even if he's not playing, go to the World Cup. He thinks he's a talented kid. He thinks
Why not?
That he deserves better, but. You don't even see 1 minute from Alonso.
Well, the thing is, January transfer, 6 months loan. Make it come play for us.
Who be us?
Make it come play for us. We're a big side. God, we're a big side. They look us less.
Big sides don't need to say that they are a big side.
We are champions. We are champions of Europe. Make it come play for. Make it just come. We need him.
Yeah, because, I think he needs to live to play.
Because if you look at the strikers we have, it's only, I'll say it anytime, any day. It's only full crew. Because I know the person join one corner. That person, if you call that name, it's only full crew.
Okay, John.
Why are you lamenting? You have Callum Wilson.
John, no now.
Somebody you scouted and begged to come.
No, nobody scouted.
You have. What are you telling me?
Let's leave West Ham alone. I think Andy need to go out and play football.
Godwin, Hendrik has finally joined the list of talents at Real Madrid. You know, you can talk about Alonso being a coach for the young people, blah blah blah. Please cry me a river. But Hendrik has joined that list of players that is not getting game time. Rodrigo is also on that list too. Anyhow you want to look at it, one game in the last 2 months is not enough for you to tell me that he's not on that list. Then let's talk about this young man that was starting during the Club World Cup. Where has that guy gone to?
I don't even know. Mbappe, they play 90 minutes these days. They go.
The guy they play bench now.
But let's see where Hendrik will end up.
You know what?
Hendrik should please
you know why you call Garcia's name is because Madrid never they win with margin like that. During the Club World Cup, they played him because there was no option at all. You get why Hendrik was on the bench permanently and he was off sick at some point. Now in the league, where you can introduce these players because you see them in training, is when the team is winning like 2-0, you have a 2 goals margin. Then you can say, okay, fine, let them come in and play.
How about when you are struggling to score a goal, when you need somebody up for to score a goal? How far?
There's Jude Bellingham.
Okay,
but let's see. Rodrigo did not play the last game against Juventus. Hendrik did not play the last game against Juventus. The Garcia boy did not play.
He played.
He played. The Garcia boy was introduced ahead of Hendrik. So in the pecking order, he's ahead of Hendrik. So Hendrik needs to play if he wants to play the World Cup. But let's see what he's going to decide.
He should go to our B team, Girona.
Okay, but let's see what he's going to do. His father was talking about him that he needs to play, but let's see. Okay, other news. I told you already that company has had a new deal. That deal will last year officially signed to 2029. So congratulations to company. He's been doing well for Bayern Munich since he took over. So they are trusting him. Okay, Maxi Dalman for Arsenal has signed a scholarship deal at Arsenal. Like, he's still 15 years old. He cannot sign a professional deal, but he's still at Arsenal. He signed a contract when he's 18, 17 years. You cannot sign a professional deal. Yes. For Scott Carlson has announced his retirement from professional football. You might not know this guy.
Finally.
That guy has been at Manchester City, third goalkeeper, and he has won 12 trophies, including the Champions League.
Yeah.
With just
107 minutes in a whole City career. So, but he has retired. Finally, Lionel Messi has signed a new contract at Inter Miami, valid till December 2028. So 3 more years for Messi at Inter Miami. So all those rumors that he might go back to Argentina or go back to Barcelona to play some
not even happening.
It's not happening. So he's going to stay. He's enjoying his time at At US, and he's going to play the World Cup with Argentina there. Okay, but let's see. Okay, let's go to our YouTube channel again and read some of the comments. Okay, Chukwe Bukai says, a classical wind is blowing heavily in the atmosphere around my area. Tough is going to be, yes, on Sunday, it's going to be Real Madrid versus Barcelona tomorrow. We are going to discuss about that game tomorrow. Okay, let's move on to the Npfl, because Npfl games are happening today and tomorrow and on Sunday. For today's game, Katsina United will play El Kanemi Warriors. For tomorrow, Kano Pillars will play Niger Tornadoes. On Sunday, other games are on Sunday. Plateau United will play Enyimba. Abia Wolves will play Baru. Warri Wolves will play Bayelsa United. Wiki Tourists will play Shooting Stars. Rangers International will play Kwara United in Enugu on Sunday by 4 p.m. And Kun Califat will play Bendel Insurance. Okay, Enugu Rangers is playing today. On Sunday at Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium. We should be expecting something to this one. I don't want to be expecting win.
Once upon a time when you say Enugu Rangers is playing at home, you'll be happy.
We should be expecting something.
For real,
when Enugu Rangers is playing at home, you'll be like, wait till they want to go to again.
But we should be winning this game. Come on, it's Kwara United.
It's not just Kwara United. This is presidential FA Cup winners also. You get, they went with this ticket, they went to play Europe. They jumped the goal to go and play continental football. You get, they did a very good job last season. You get, they said they were there or there. They were not there or thereabout, but they finishing where they finished last season and winning the FA Cup was one thing to talk about. Not the and Enugu Rangers again. The decline has been steady ever since they won the league. That's the problem. The decline has been steady. We talk about player sales, talk about management rotation, we talk about manager handling 2 jobs at a time, and being the manager of Enugu Rangers and also being the assistant manager for the Super Eagles. So he's not mostly available to take. So it's like the workload is now too much. You get. I'm going to say, even if the workload is too much, it's not. It's your job. It's a primary duty to just take care of the team first, the Enugu Rangers team first. And I think it's high time he goes back to the drawing board, look for what's not working, and take it off. I said it before. I said with my full chest that if Chelsea team B come Enugu Rangers, I'm not go see bench play because of the quality of players. We should be playing at the Enugu Rangers Stadium. We should be playing in Enugu here. Top, not anyhow players, top players. Even if we say, okay, they're not paying them big money, but you know that there are better players that are on the streets of Enugu and let's say smaller football clubs that are playing more than they are in Chelsea.
The funny part, see, before you make some of those braggadocious claims, look at for all the talk. Excuse me now. For all the talk about them being better, bro, where are they? Because how many losses are we at this season? Where are we on the table so far this season? So let's see it. It's not about talking about the potential. Let's see it. That's my anger with Enugu Rangers right now is that we are declining. When I said the same thing about another team that has won 4 in a row, people were saying that you don't have a right to have another season. You have the right to, continue, keep pushing. But we are seeing it. Liverpool, Alpha, where market, everybody is collecting 1-1. So for me, I will still come back and say it that we need to improve our performance. Simple. Otherwise, we'll finish 10th this season.
We need to improve our performance. Okay, that game, what do you think will happen? Who will win, and what's the prediction for that game? Enugu Rangers versus Kwara United.
I like our odds against them. I think we should win.
We should win? That's what do you think?
Enugu Rangers for the win.
Let's go to Nnamdi Azikiwe to support them on Sunday. Me, I'm going to be there live and direct to share our own big boys. I call them big boys. But let's see if they are going to win. But they need to win. They need to start winning games. They are 12th on the table with 11 points. The opponent they are playing are 10th with 1 point ahead of them. So if they win, they have 14 points on the table. So they will start moving up on the table. So, but they need to win. We should be winning at Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium. But let's see. Anything can happen in football. Okay, Plateau is going to play Enyimba, Enyimba United. What do you think will happen in that game? Who wins in that game?
Enyimba, please.
Enyimba should win.
Yes.
Who do you think?
Enyimba.
Against Plateau, right?
Yeah, Enyimba should be winning. It's supposed to be an easy game.
Okay.
It's supposed to be, but there's no easy game, but it's supposed to be an easy game.
It's supposed. We are playing now. We're playing away in Nigeria. If you play away in Nigeria's Npfl, it's
teams have done it now, so it's still
okay. Kano Pillars is playing at Katsina now. Their governor just donated a bus to them, a new bus to them.
They don't get bus before.
Brand new bus
for the fans or for the players.
For the players, they are
so
going
the
to be
old one would not be moved for the fans.
I don't know, but they are going to be moving from Kano. All of them, most of them reside in.
Now the thing is, okay, Katsina will play today. That's the problem because they'll be using the same stadium.
Yeah, that game,
now
that Katsina
today.
No, Katsina game. I think I just saw that Katsina game is postponed. They are going to postpone the Katsina game. I don't know
they should play today now.
But let's see.
Why these other people play tomorrow?
Kano Pillars and Niger Tornadoes, who wins in that game? I know I don't like Kano Pillars too much, but I think they are now playing away. In fact, all
away from home.
Against
Niger Tornadoes, I think it's going to be a tough one. Niger Tornadoes have sold quality of players, some good quality of players to Enugu Rangers in recent years. So I think, for me, I'll just say Kano Pillars.
Okay, John.
Niger Tornadoes, please.
You don't carry beef. Go their level. But let's see what happens in that game. Okay, Warri Wolves will play Bayelsa United. Who wins?
It's a tough one, but I'm backing Warri Wolves.
South Derby. Draw.
South.
Okay, let's see what happens in that game. Abia Warriors will play Baru. Baru is last on the table, so everybody they collect points from. Baru is last. Okay, not them, they are 19. Yes, Bendel Insurance is last, but who do you think will win in that game?
3-0. Abia Warriors.
Abia Warriors should be winning because they are in target for they have their eye for the title this season. The way they've started, I think they are also going for the title alongside Nasarawa United. So they have their eye for the title. So I think Abia Warriors should be winning it.
Okay, Abia Warriors should be winning it. Okay, Wiki Tourists will play Shooting Stars. What happens in that game? Who wins?
Shooting Stars, please.
Shooting Stars.
Okay.
No, the thief.
Both of you are agreeing today. Okay, Kun Khalifa to play Bendel Insurance.
Kun Khalifa.
Kun Khalifa, the people that just came up.
You know me. Bendel Insurance, you go there. You know me. So because they just came up now, Atla no deal. So that they are the only ones representing Owerri zone. For now, they're the only ones representing.
That's your bias. Mine is that they are a better side.
Not that I'm six coming, and they're the only one representing Owerri, and they've been playing a good football. It's not that they're just playing normal, less qualified. They've been playing good football since they came up. So, Bendel Insurance has been on the drop since 2 years now.
Okay, but let's see what happens in that game. Other things that happen in Npfl, for example, Kano Pillars suspend their technical advisor because of all the whole thing. I think they are trying to reshuffle that whole thing, but it's not their fault though. They have to actually find a way to make their fans stay, or actually build whatever it is that they need to build so that the fans will not invade, because that's one of the problems. Once the fans invade the pitch, it becomes a problem. But generally, we keep talking about it. We need to find a way to promote this Npfl, show it on TV, even if it's our national TV here.
You know that
we can be watching.
You know that thing.
Stream it online.
You know when
my own is it's even easier to stream it online. Everybody has data and everyone has phone now to just watch it anyway.
That's what I'm going to. You know that thing you do for us when you go church. You come, your pastor is preaching anywhere he moves. You see people with their phones on camera and that kind of camera they connect to OBS. If they have it, I don't make it not be big OBS van, all of those things. At least that small OBS van, one desktop, one small laptop. Just be there, connect multiple devices, different phones to it.
Because
I'm walking around the stadium.
It's easier if you cannot find if you cannot find probably a station you can partner with or whatever. Why can't you just stream it online? If you stream it online, I probably stream it online because most people do it. Look at the I don't know this particular on YouTube, that this particular site, I don't want to call their name on. But they were streaming the Club World Cup online.
I'll give you a clear-cut example. If you go online now, if you go on YouTube now, you will see that the La Liga has a whole lot of tight grip on that league, video footages, matches, highlights, everything. Why can't the Npfl have that same type of grip on the media side of their team, man? So we need to look at it, because of course you know what they say now, that vacuum, wherever you see a vacuum is business opportunity for somebody. So maybe private investor can look at that.
Media advisor.
Because it's easy. If you don't have all these big guys are not coming. We have more audience online because everybody is walking around with their phones. So they can actually let me search Rangers, for example. Let me see what they are doing.
It's not even as if some of the gears these national TV carriers have is up to date. You can have You don't need to spend so much to have this thing up and running, and everybody can rally around it. Secondly, that revenue can also be split to the teams that are being covered. You understand? Secondly, just circling back to this Canopilla issue now, you slammed them with the fine, you took their games away from their home stadium. That team is going to suffer to carry the load of those players' salaries for this season. So we need to also look at how you can control the crowd, yes, but then protect your revenue, because it's not going to be funny for them right now.
Yeah, we just need to find a way to. For me, I think that I just thought about it. I think that streaming games online is the easiest. You can keep promoting it. People will join. Streaming YouTube, for example, is free. You are not actually you are not paying to be on that platform. So you could just find a good device, good camera angle, and just stream live, so that people can always join wherever they are in the world. That's the thing. You have even bigger audience with that. Sponsorship will start coming, things will start coming. So I don't know why they are not thinking about it. If you cannot partner with all these big stations that are on satellite TVs, why not stream it online? Have your own channel on probably on YouTube or whatever it is. Stream the games online. How many people would they to stream? You just have a good camera position, connect it to an internet and just stream. Everybody can watch from wherever they are.
You don't need to have the big camera.
Yes.
It's like multiple small cameras.
So I don't understand that these people are not thinking. They are not. I don't know if they are not thinking. They just take allocation and just eat. When they finish eating, they will go and sit down and be growing their belly. They see their belly. All of them have big bellies. They are not thinking.
I will still come back to these facts, right? The fact we are seeing the level of development we are seeing in this state is because we have a technocrat in office. We need a technocrat in the Npfl.
Apart from that, we need somebody that
that's what I'm saying now. That's what I'm saying, man. If you have the idea, you don't even need the most important thing is you have the vision to make it happen. You don't even need to know how. You can mobilize people that know how and bring them into position. The most important thing is that, but we have civil servant mindset in the Npfl, and it should stop.
It's crazy. It's something like that. Everybody, most people, 90% of every human being start online. If somebody can be a Nigerian living anywhere in the world, and they know that at least they can see the games, after the games can give us highlights. People are when not see the game, will see the highlights. Someone will just edit and give us highlights. So look at other leagues, how they are promoting. So you don't even need to join any national TV or any satellite. You can just stream it, just have data. Stream it online and everybody will be happy. Anybody can watch from anywhere from the world. These things are easy. Once the world has seen us play, then sponsorship will come.
Obviously,
things will come. Improve. Even the referees will have international recognition when they do well and people are seeing it. So I don't think they are doing well. But let's see. Let's take phone calls and get your own contribution about all these things we are talking about. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Name and location, please. Okay, welcome. What is your contribution? Please, can you speak up, please?
Yes, they are one of the English teams I can so much.
Okay.
And I wouldn't love them to get that beginning of point. Because if they get to that championship, popping out to the good level, let them not try it. And secondly, Mazuma, congratulations to him and team, because for the past couple of months, I was scared for the ball future in national. Because the guy I weigh Madrid did look that guy. Now you go I need to get this on. I was almost scared for the ball. I was more Calabeta to at least so that we not follow in the footsteps of that was called I went to Manchester United.
Chidobe.
Which to me is very silly move. Look at him today. He went to the hard, and this when he was after that, he was doing back to wonder. Look at today. When he was about going to marry, go. Your vision with that. Look at him today. He has gone off of me.
Okay.
He's
15 years. He still has 2 more years. Okay, but let's see. Thank you very much. He can play for the academy for 2 more years. And 17, he can sign a professional contract. But that one is just let's see if he's going to sign. He continue. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
It's Bishop.
All right, Bishop, your contribution.
We are talking Nigerian football now. Let's talk Nigerian football.
Oh, yeah, talk Nigerian football, Biko.
I think everybody will encourage.
Yeah.
Just talk about that. Once, yeah.
I think they should go and learn from Morocco. This Nigerian football entirely don't really know what to do. Just like you said, they should go and learn from Morocco. This guy is doing a nice job. Whoever is at the head, whoever is at the tail at Morocco, in terms of football, they are doing it well.
Yeah.
And people should learn from them. Even their league, all around them, they should go and learn from them. They should try to learn how to move our league. Just like you say, this thing I'm not working time. It's too helpful.
Mm-hmm.
It's too helpful. Sometimes the willingness, just like you say, it's the willingness to do it. Instead of chopping the money or say, let's do it the way we are doing it. Are we ready to go?
Good morning to you. That's the thing. We need to just find a way for us to grow. For example, look at this streaming online thing. Everybody is online. Anybody can join from anywhere in the world. Even if you know one watch, at least you go enter, check what they happen, they come out. It's and it will give you revenue. If you start getting watch hours, it will give you money too. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
This is the one that got sorry.
Okay, your contribution.
I'm happy because you are not hitting the nail on the head about Nigeria Npfl. They cannot show it on TV, they should stream it.
It's simple. It's easy.
Thank you.
It's even easier.
The nail on the head because this is killing our.
Yes, no.
That media failure on their own side is killing the. Whether they believe it or not, is killing the league. And for West Ham United, honestly, West Ham, they are not giving joy. That's the point.
We no one give you joy. His contract expired after his accident, and they've not renewed it, so he's not a player.
Okay. And they did. Now West Ham team, in their last match against Brentford, that was the worst match I've seen about on West Ham as it concerns West Ham.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Performance.
That kind of performance again.
We are gone. We are gone. Don't worry. I know.
Okay.
We are gone. But again,
Alright, thank you very much.
Mavropanos,
Alright. Alright, thank you. You know it's small thing, yeah. Thank you very much.
but Potter have been struggling since last season.
Alright. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's see if you can take them to the promised land. It's possible, anything is possible in football.
Don't worry.
It's going to be interesting. Okay, let's take the
My
final
biggest
call.
pain is Mavropanos not available this week.
Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Name and location, please. Good morning to you. Quickly, name and location, please. Okay, Alex, quickly, yeah. Just do it, yeah. All right. It's too much. All right, thank you very. All right, thank you.
That was the first day. I could see that just put the right people in place.
Yeah. They know. All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see if they are going to sign another coach. If that Sean Dyche is going to take them to promise them for Nigeria Npfl, we just need to do
We need to
things.
do
We need to
better.
do better. Look at this thing about streaming online. Everybody has a phone. Everybody has a laptop. Everyone has something to watch it on, and everybody have data. Somehow, even if they don't watch the match, they go watch highlights. At least make it available for people. Give the people option, and it's even less cost effective if you stream it online than partnering with any major TV station. But let's see if they are going to do better. Hopefully, they will hear us and do better. Tomorrow, we'll come back to talk about the Premier League because Premier League is going to happen throughout this weekend. The La Liga will happen because the El Clasico will happen on Sunday. We're going to come tomorrow and talk about this. My name is Godwin, and have a wonderful weekend. Okay, guys, on our YouTube, thank you for joining us on our YouTube. Mohammed, say good morning, guys. So, when I hate Canopilas, I'll be no wahala. Enugu Rangers will lose tonight. Okay,
We no hate Canopilas.
Barrow.
We don't like
You
what
guys should do
Canopila
better.
fans they do.
Simple, do better.
Barry, welcome to the show. Say, guys, good morning, guys. In the studio, okay. In the stuff, it's like you guys have not been live for a lot. Why? We have been live.
We have been
every
live
day.
every day.
Yomi Hanson, welcome to the show. Say good morning, my guys in the studio. Joy, okay, Joy, I'm rooting for you. Okay, John, I'm rooting for you today. Okay, Joy, Nahim, you talk about
West
Ham need more than Nuno. The team is lacking. Okay, lack winning mentality. Even when they play well, they lose. Kudos to Godwin and Nonso. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.